Alright guys, it's time for a new series, and this is going to be a series of 3 videos. What should you practice as a first year guitar student? There's 3 topics that I think are important for the first year guitar student. It's memorization, number 2, it's repertoire, and number 3, muscle memory. So I'm going to do one video on each of those, this is the memorization video. Alright, so memorization for the first year guitar student. The first thing you should be working on is memorizing the notes on the 5th and 6th strings. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And then you should be able to make the little power chord that goes with each of those. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And the 6th string, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. And then the chords, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. When you've picked up on that, we're going to move into open shape chords. And so you should practice looking at your book, look at the diagrams you've got in your book, and you should spend, 5 or 10 minutes. We'll probably start with the key of G. So look at that key of G chord and study the diagram and figure out where your fingers go. Strum that. Get every note to sound good. Then go to the next chord. It's going to be the C chord. Get all those to sound pretty. Move on to the D chord. Back to the G chord. And then we've got an E minor. So you should be looking at those diagrams and figuring out how to place your fingers. That is a good aspect of memorization for you to work on. And then the third thing to be memorizing is chords by key. Once you memorize this is a G chord, this is a C, this is a D, this is an E minor, you want to be able to memorize what chords are in the key of G. And in your book, I give you the 4 chords in each key that we're going to learn in book 1. So you should be able to think key of G. What are the 4 chords in the key of G? You should be testing yourself. Maybe make up some flashcards again. And on the front of the flashcard, write key of G. On the back of the flashcard, write G, C, D, and E minor. Use those flashcards to test your memory. So chords by key. Those will be the 3 main things that you could work on. There's also a couple cool things you can do with just flashcards and paper in case you don't have your guitar, in case you're at school and you're in history class and you want to be thinking about your guitar. Don't tell your parents I said you could do that. Here's some things you can do on paper. Yeah, so one of the things I like to do is I'll draw out my guitar neck. Start with your strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then draw your little end here. And then we're going to go and just make frets. And you want to be able to go to 12 frets. So we're going to put in the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, and then 3 has a dot, 4, 5 has a dot, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 gets 2 dots. Okay, so there's your guitar neck. And then what you want to do is just start labeling. These are the 5th and 6th strings. This is your big string. Then they get smaller, 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 smaller. So your big string, if you remember, this is Ed, this is 8, this is Dynamite, Good, Bye, Ed. Okay? We're going to do the A string. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A is at the 12th fret. E string. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. So you get yourself some blank 3x5 cards. You put whatever chords we're studying that week. The chord of G, and then copy down the little example in the book. You got E minor, and you should try to flip these over and see if you can visualize what the chord is. We got the chord of C. Draw that on there, flip it over. There it is. Chord of D. You can flip that over, see if you know what it is. So as we learn more chords, you keep adding every chord, every key that we learn to this pile. And then every week, at least 1 or 2 days a week, you should just put this whole stack down. You can put the stack down and then look at the C and see if you can play the C chord. You flip that one over and see if you did it correct. Look at that D. Can you play a D chord? Flip it over, see if you got it right. So on and so forth with each one of those chords. The next thing you can do with your flashcard, if you don't have your guitar with you, you're at school or something, take your flashcards and test yourself. There's a C chord. Can I draw a C chord? There's my C chord, so my chord would be something like there, 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 open, open, and don't play that one. That's a C chord. Then double check yourself. Did I get it right? Of course I did. I'm the teacher. The D chord, how are we going to play that one? Well, I know the D chord is like this, and this is an open string, and these are not. Let's see, did I get it right? Of course I did, because I'm the teacher. E minor. Let's see, can I draw an E minor chord? Well, I know the note, and then all of these are open. That's E minor. Let's see, did I do it correct? Of course I did, because I'm the teacher. Last one, I got the chord of G. Let's draw that G chord here. It's up here, it's there, and it's there. And all these are open. There's my key of G, my G chord. Did I get it right? Of course I did. So that's something else you can do, guys. This is what you'll see the first set of chords in our book. You could try mixing them up and then do the whole exercise again. But in a few weeks, we're going to start doing a new key, and you're going to want to make 3x5s for that key. And those are just a couple of the things that I like to do with 3x5 cards that'll be useful to you. The other thing you can do is you can flip the cards over and look at the chord shape. Oops, don't write the key of C up there. Look at the chord shape and see if you can name that chord. Go to the next one. Look at the chord shape. Can you name that chord? Again, don't write the name of the chord up there. Look at that chord shape. Can you name that chord? So there you go. All kinds of fun you can have with 3x5 cards, memorizing. That's going to be the end of video number 1. The thing you should do on a weekly basis, at least 2 or 3 times a week, is memorization using one of the techniques that I've shown you today. Good luck.